Everyone, welcome back to Train Simulator Ruhr Sieg. We're going to broadcast fossil fuel scenario, and let's begin. Welcome to Finnentrop. Regular freight trains like this travel to Everliksen power station, delivering coal to be used to power the local area. Now let's get into the BR-155 locomotive to start it up, and then we cannot go through there, so the only way is on the other side, around here. Let's power up the battery first, put it in on. Okay, first step is undertaken. Now let's put this to automatic. Let's sit in the driver's seat here on this side. Okay, things should go easy from now. We put the reversing forward, then transformer on. And now we have to raise the pantograph, and also here to close my circuit breaker we have to hold it. Actually, that's a special feature of this locomotive. Now let's put the compressor into automatic. Now confirm with a brake key we are controlling from this car. Put this into release, of course. Proceed to the head shunt, where you will be preparing to reverse into adjacent siding and coupling up to the coal wagons. Okay, we should release the handbrake, and now let's add some speed. It's raining outside here in Finnentrop. So we stopped here, and now we can request access to the siding. Let's do that by pressing the circle button on the joystick. We did that. Now we have access. We can reverse up to the coal wagons. Now we're reducing the speed and maintain a certain speed in order to couple up to the coal wagons behind us. With the BR-155 it should go smoothly. The brakes are good. If you apply minimum, already starting to lose a lot of speed. Okay, let's stop here as indicated first. Now let's couple up those. Now couple up to these wagons, pull forward so the locomotive touches the wagons, then climb down and hook the couplings together manually. Well, we shouldn't climb down actually. We can just do it like this using the external camera. The problem is solved, now we can leave Finnentrop yard. This shipment of coal only needs to be hauled as far as Werdohl. A local shunter will complete the final run into the power station itself. Okay, now let's release the brakes, but we must also wait for that passenger train to, well, we have like green now, but we can also have a look on the map to see where that train is, because it was passing through here. It is over here, but we can now leave the yard and just follow that train. We have to pass Plettenberg and then Werdohl is the next station after Plettenberg, so we have like 10 kilometers now from here. This is a coal train, an empty coal train, which needed to be loaded in Werdohl. Now let's get back to the cab to activate the cab lights, for example. Okay. Now all the headlights, of course, are important to be activated. Okay, we activated the headlights. Now we're leaving Finnentrop yard. All these strings are marked with DB, which stands for Deutsche Bahn or German Railways, the English translation. It's a very big company. Even in England they have cars or wagons from Germany, like DB Schenker for cement or stones or rocks, whatever. They also have in England this type of cars. They were imported from Germany, a lot of them, because the Germans were the first to create actually high advanced cars, let's say. But the first people to invent the train was in America, 1820s, and in Great Britain afterwards, when it was the highest necessity to transport large quantities of goods and faster. And then they found out about the trains and lay on tracks, which allowed trains to travel faster and in several directions. This is how the trains were born, actually, or invented, let's say. We passed through the first green light here before the next signal. We have a great speed. We're just going to maintain this speed of 70 miles per hour. Nice scenery here, a lot of mountains around us. Everything's beautiful here. Everything's perfect, actually. We're doing a great job so far. Nothing can stop us right now. Well, we'll see how the signal will evolve, if it's gonna change or not. We are prepared to break it anytime. Only by applying a minimum brake should do, but it's not necessary for now because we have to be. We can continue our journey without any problem. Only 8 kilometers to reach Plettenberg. It's not bad at all. But we must respect the maximum permitted speed of 70 kilometers per hour, which will come into effect over 900 meters. Ruhr Sieg North is a terrific route, with a lot of scenery, mountains and whatever you like. That's a mixed stretch here. But the limited speed is usually 70 kilometers per hour, so you're going slower than in other parts of Germany, like Schnellfahrstrecke Köln, where you can go up to 160 kilometers per hour and even to 150 kilometers per hour for 20 kilometers. We also have green this time, that's great. We can continue our journey. Only 6 kilometers to pass Plettenberg, but it's not bad at all. We're doing a great job. And as usual, don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. My name is Vasile Andrei. I am from Romania. I've been broadcast and I have been broadcasting Train Simulator games for a year now in several languages, in 8 languages. Now I'm busy finishing broadcasting in English all the games that I own so far. I only need to finish Ruhr Sieg North, NEC New York, NSC New York, Sandpatch Great, and today I also bought a new route, Hauptstrecke Rhein-Ruhr. Of course it's old, but I had the money to buy it today. I'm going to broadcast it too, in English and other languages of course. passing through a tunnel. First, we must just use the driver's cab fuel. Of course, we can do that on all the routes, but most of the players have already done that, so I'm trying to do a little bit different, to use the external camera, because I know we all know how it's in reality, and it's also great to have a greater view of the surroundings in the game, because they are unique in every game. Only 2.6 kilometers before we pass Plettenberg. This is the horn used to let people around know we're in the area actually. Now we almost are passing through Plettenberg. This is the Plettenberg station right here. Then we're going to pass Plettenberg yard. We must now brake because we have a red signal in front of us. We must be cautious a little bit. We're sure we're going to pass Plettenberg, but still. We have green, now we can pass. What's incredible about this PR155 is that you can increase the speed by using the tap anytime. And look how fast you can go now. And I can increase the tap changer up to 30, like I did last time in the steel side scenario. Now our next stop is Werdohl for 7.2 kilometers. We're doing a great job now. Another fresh train. We have a green, which is good. Now we can continue our journey. So far we only had to be careful at plateau with that red signal before it turns green. And now we only need like 4.6 kilometers to reach Werdohl, and that should be the end of this scenario for fossil fuels. It's a nice scenario. Although it is raining, but the scenery is fantastic. Look at those mountains here, rivers, everything here is beautiful. Ruhr Sieg. Train Simulator 2 allows you to enjoy the beauty of life, let's say, in a game. You have a lot of scenery that surrounds you. Although it is quite boring when you're driving just trains, but they have their beauty, of course. Like missions, loading freight cars, driving passenger trains from one station to another. Then waiting at signals, trying to control the speed when traveling along a long distance, when going downhill, when for example also driving heavy freight trains like in St. Grade and Sherman Hill. They have like these huge large freight trains, and therefore you need to be an expert of how to manipulate those heavy trains. When driving German routes with electrical locomotives, it's easier to use the brakes and force, and also apply the throttle to get going, because the adherence to the tracks is better with electric locomotives than with diesel locomotives, of course. Now, if I'm a little bit clever, now we're approaching Werdohl, so nothing could stop us now reaching Werdohl, but we must take the speed into consideration because we have a limitation of 40 over 900 meters. We're entering this long tunnel before getting to the sidings of Werdohl. We arrived here in Werdohl successfully. We should apply the brakes in order to stop on time and on the right spot. This way we can control the speed in case we are not sure how much force we need. but absolutely make sure you don't pass the red signal, otherwise you have to start all over again. So we successfully arrived here. I just had to be careful with the speed, that's all. Now, stable the locomotive and alight here for another duty. Another locomotive will arrive later to take these wagons to the power station. Like a diesel locomotive, because power station involve loading, so and cannot be done by electrical locomotives, of course. Now let's climb down to complete this duty. We successfully arrived here. These are some tracks which are not available for other people. Were used in the past, all these tracks, but they have been out of use. Okay, thanks everyone for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel VAM Multilingual Trains. Hopefully we'll see each other with new videos of Train Sim 2 in English and other languages. Take care and have a great day.